You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I like the type of young lady that has a real pretty face. Yeah, kind of like that right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Exposed. Forgiato, I knew you'd be wearing that bling. Yes. Thank you, King. So, P. Diddy, alleged sex trafficker, wants Donald Trump banned. Men like him need to be banned. Why? For shutting down sex trafficking? Like, what's actually happening here?
White men like him had to be banned. That was the exact word, which is crazy. But I mean, is it surprising? Hollywood makes videos every day about this for kids to play. It's promoted, it's monetized, making millions of dollars off people doing it. They let them make movies about this type of stuff. Disney, all this type of things. You know, Target, what we went through already with them. It just seems like that culture is being ran by, we'll use the word, these sick people, right? End of the day, it's like, I think he missed an Illuminati payment. You know what I'm saying? He missed the payment to somebody that's very, very high up. I feel like, you've seen it with R. Kelly. We've seen it with Bill Cosby. They let these people get away with this for 20, 25 years when they need them. And when they don't need them anymore, they come in, throw the dirt at them and, take them down. But, I think he's just the hit guy. He's the fall guy. There's more people involved in this, just him. And, why is it taking so long? And how do they just let him just continue to leave and just not arrest him? Anything like that is just, baffling to me. But at the end of the day, it's about the control. These artists these days in music, he was a young guy at one time. They sell their soul, they sign their life away, and they don't have a life anymore. So all they get is the benefits, right? And then they get indulged in this crazy sex life, this crazy sex activity. They lose their faith in God. They go down a very evil path, and the next thing you know, it's just, this is what they're doing to keep it going. It's keep them going, surprised every day. We've heard about him with his ex-girlfriends. He was all about control, right? This is all about control. And who do we know that's all about control? Joe Biden. And this is why they're so mad about Trump, because Trump can't be controlled. We know Trump closed that border. We know Trump saved the children. There's a lot of things. It's in stats. You just played it. Trump was here. Trump made a lot of good changes. Diddy's been obviously a big mouth against Donald Trump. Maybe that's because he thought he was the biggest boss in New York and realized he's not. Donald Trump was.
So a lot of things I want to parse out here in a lot of different avenues. But first, I want to sort of establish the fact that you've worked with and worked for and rapped with rappers that are on Diddy's level, with some of the biggest rappers in the game. You know these people. I don't have any friends that are, that are rapper other than you, Forgiato. And so you're my access point here, right? And so you're my access point, but right? You know this industry. You've seen the inside of this industry. When you saw this news break, what was your unvarnished opinion on what was going on?
It's not surprising to me because he's just one of a million. They're all like this. The whole industry's like this. This is why I decided to change over. At one time I did make degenerate music, and it started really changing my mind when I started coming for Trump. I told you it was about Trump being a boss. Trump had the women. He had the lifestyle. I started going to the rally. I saw all these little kids running up to me saying they love my music. And I'm like, man, they're really paying attention to what I'm rapping about. So maybe I should use my voice for the better. And that's what I did. But I wasn't surprised. I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They let movies come out every single day. You're talking to someone that's been banned for rapping about positivity and rapping about our country and rapping about changing the youth. If I rapped about the old stuff I rapped about, I'd be promoted. They'd be loved. I had all my social medias then. I had YouTubes then. I had all this stuff. So it's just the culture's being controlled by Hollywood. And there's bigger ups. Diddy's just the fall guy for something that he did wrong, or they're just done with him.
So you're saying fall guy. A lot of people, Candace Owens is one of them, but a lot of people across social media are saying, 50 Cent is one of them, saying that he is not the head of the snake here. He's like the front person for a much darker, sinister thing going on behind the scenes. What is that thing?
He's just the face of it. He's just the guy that they said, look, a lot of people these days will take a great life for 30 years to lose it like this. Instead of just living a crazy, not so happy and maybe a God first life and just a little more boring of a life. You got to look, somebody like him can hop on a plane any minute, go wherever he wants, buy whatever he wants. Money's not a thing. That beautiful house right there I saw that's in his daughter's name. He's very smart putting things probably not in his name because he knew one day this would come. But 50 Cent is always spot on with everything, right? If 50 Cent says it, I'm pretty much going to back it. And he knows if they send that many agents to you, they got a real case. This isn't something like a joke. You know what I'm saying? They send more stuff to him with Trump. Trump didn't have that many agents outside his place because they knew there was no case. There's no case there.
That's a very interesting observation there. So when you cracked a joke about the Illuminati, but how real is that, right? How real is it? Let's take like the let's pull back the veil of secrecy. How real is it that there is a elite entity that can make you or break you? And if you wish to actually be big inside of the corporate industries that run all of this, that you have to bend the knee.
That's with anything in the world. I mean, even in certain jobs, you know, there's this like sexual harassment things in certain jobs where people are trying to get a new job and they got the boss and they're cute and the boss wants them to do whatever to get the promotion, right? Music is the same way. They get you when you're young. They control you. They know they control the youth with your voice and what you're going to do for them. And they pretty much promise you everything in the world to do what they want you to do. So, you know, they guarantee you fame, right? With a push of a button, they can make anybody famous. They control TV shows. They control the movies. They control the movie soundtracks. They have the greatest producers, the greatest camera people, the most beautiful stylists, the clothes. They have everything that you want as a young artist, right? And there's a different level. It's like somebody like me, I could reach a very high tier and have #1 records and outsell people like Taylor Swift who are in the Illuminati, but my career would never be like a Taylor Swift who's went and sold the Illuminati. I can't go sell out an arena for 100,000 people. Right. So I think that's something they don't understand about Trump. Trump can do that. Trump could get 100,000 people in the world to go somewhere. That's why he's one of the few that could really break the code. But it's like I said, they get you when you're young. They promise you everything that you want. You sign your life away. You've got babysitters around you all day. They feed you drugs. You know, they promise you these great contracts if you do what they say, if you lay in bed with the devil. I see it with Doja Cat. You see it with Nicki Minaj. You see it with the Cardi B's. You see it with the Taylor Swifts. Look at the crap Taylor Swift's pushing. All her songs are about not picking the right man. She obviously doesn't pick the right man. She endorsed Joe Biden. It's all about pushing with their message. You know, that's all they're doing.
So these charges, you know, sure as hell looks like they're going to stick. I mean, they don't bring this kind of force. You think that they're sewing his mouth shut. You think that Diddy is the fall guy for something much larger and much bigger, and that they're protecting the actual institution that made him.
I think they're protecting the list of whoever his people were or whoever he was involved with, right? And maybe they thought that Diddy wasn't going to, you know, maybe he was starting to feel antsy and he was going to come out. They've been hounding him for a while. They've been hounding him about the death of Notorious B.I.G. They've been hounding him about the death of Tupac Shakur. They've been hounding him about all his latest girlfriends that came out that were stuck in these contracts, and they went and did lawsuits and he paid them that day. It's like when they come, everybody comes, right? And I think that's what's really happening. I think everybody's coming at him, and I think he's been living in the dark for a long time, and that's why he's just, you know, when they're coming like that, you just give in, man. Just do what you want to do. It's just like they're going to ruin him over this, but he deserves to be ruined over this because he ruined a lot of other people on the way to where he got.
When you said sell your souls, last question I think is really important. When you say sell your soul, like we listened to Cat Williams' interview and we were kind of shocked by that, right? Like the actual demon worshiping parties. And so you've heard people talk about this in Hollywood for a long time. Eddie Murphy, and talking about the industry, you quite literally need to worship the devil in order to make it. And you saw Ice Spice, like what she was doing. She was like doing devil worshiping stuff at the Super Bowl with an upside down cross on. I mean, man, subtlety is not these people's forte. Does that stuff actually go on inside of the music industry?
Yeah, there's parties like that. They have sex parties, devil worshiping parties, all type of thing you can think of. I think a lot of it, sometimes also people do it as a joke because they think it's funny, right? To talk about the devil and do all this, but it's real. The devil's real. God's real. And selling your soul to get what you want for these riches is real. Like look at Lil Nas X, right? Lil Nas X. He came out with the great song, you know, the Ride the Horse song, and then Old Town Road song. Then all of a sudden he's mixed gender, going up and down, stripper poles. I mean, this is being played by 8, 9-year-old, 10-year-old kids in the world. Yeah. It's very scary what they're pushing. He didn't decide just to do that one day. And then I also feel a lot of times these people get these contracts, they get promised all this stuff, they catch them, they have them do some type of act that's not good for them, videotape it, no matter what, we own you for life, and we'll put this out on you one day. So next thing you know, they got this act on you, you might as well just do the same thing the act's doing over and over, and it becomes a lifestyle to you.
Yeah, this is why people are saying P. Diddy is the Epstein of the music industry.
Still having no Epstein list though.
Yeah, that's right. So
where's the list?
I mean, I would go with Candace on this one, man. Like we went to Candace's documentary premiere, and it's like Kid Rock, Jason Aldean, Ray J's there, Kanye's there. Like she knows, and she's like, this is a cleanup job. This is a mop up job. Like this guy had a bunch of evidence on a bunch of people, and they're going in to seize the evidence.
Well, I think Diddy, even in his newest interview that he was talking about how bad Trump was, you could see it on his face. That's like he's being told what to say.
Mm.
If he's so rich, he doesn't care about his people. He doesn't care about the community. He's already rich. He doesn't care. He's living his life. This is what he's been told to say. You know, we'll see. Maybe Biden will pardon him if anything happens to him. Who knows?
Yeah,
Better happen quick because Trump's coming back to the White House in 2024, and that boy's not getting a pardon through Trump.
Before you go, Forgiato, one, you have a tell me about the new song that you have out, and two, tell me about that sweet Trump piece you got right there around your neck.
So right there's Trump Save the USA is one of my favorite songs. We actually shot that outside of Miami where Trump was in there getting indicted. This is something I made right here for Trump. This is $100,000 of solid gold. Trump's nephew here. Everyone's been taking pictures of this on. This is like a moving billboard for Trump. I got the MAGA bling, the MAGA ring. I mean, you can be a rapper and be true to yourself and enjoy life and make money and, you know, and be around great people, people that feel the same way I feel and want to live in a great country and let the kids just be kids. You can do that being a rapper. You don't got to sell your soul. Right there. That was a boss picture right there. If I ever need a lawyer, I got a lawyer on call right there. That was going viral.
Where can people find your work, Forgiato?
This Twitter, Forgiato Below 47. Also, you know, I got the Trump Latinos out here. We're working hard. We're trying to save America. Love everything you're doing. I love every time you guys allow me on the show.
200,000 people, can't be wrong. Head over and follow Forgiato and make sure that you download, listen to his music, support independent creators, support creators that want to save this country. Godspeed, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much.